Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
100% KP, that's exactly what they like to do every single time.
That's nuts, actually.
Yeah, it is really crazy.
That's actually, I didn't absorb that until that's really bonkers as Alvaro comes on in. But close up. Oh my god.
Wait, now he has to. Wait, if MDK collapses on him, he doesn't have the Q to get over the wall. He might have to flash out of this, actually. MDK doesn't look like want to collapse. He should get his vault breaker back up there.
And I mean, they are starting to stack these up.
The thing is, though, the reset timers on MDK have been a bit funky. So super reset is fine because he doesn't want to be on bot side in case they try and look for a dive off of the next play. But with Elyoya resetting as well, you're not really in the position to try and look for a cross map. Like, you could try and zone kind of off of top turret and find an answer for the dragon play, but it feels like KC now starting to stack dragons and there isn't really a huge answer. But Targamas needs to be careful here.
He is. He's waiting in brush, pixel brush, but Elyoya is there. Flash away. There's the ulti to follow up, but a double knock-up is bit with a depth charge. KC can turn this. The flashing from close is great as well. And Alvaro gets a trade here with a great engage himself, but no one there to support. Two members down, a double over to upset, and Targa was just the bait.
They commit so many numbers down to this
on a good wave stack. Like, he didn't have a wave pushed out, so he didn't have much time. He knew he was going into that losing plates, and now down bot side as well. First blood turret is just another win for MDK.
I mean, MDK, yeah, maybe in the long run, it's just so much better. I mean, we talked about it like, yeah, KC get the 2 kills, but 3K gold lead just about now. Top is a hair's breadth away. KC are going to be getting the Herald, so that's a plus, but like, again, MDK, these side lanes plus super, there are big gold leads and big carries that already have their first item.
And oftentimes people are like, cool, Rift Tower is this like great objective that I can use to crack down a tower, but actually, hang on, hold on.
Oh, tries to predict it. Nice.
Nice.
Vladdy, mid-air, got that ulti off, otherwise maybe that crush down connects.
But the point I was trying to make was Rift Tower
See
need
if Mirwin can enact that right. He's also here, Kana off on the side as well.
Alvaro holding this bush makes it really difficult for KC to try and push forward because the setup from MDK could be huge. Kana trying to take space, upset, had already pushed in the wave in mid, so they get the tower, and now the steal from Closer.
Trying, oh my god, the smite a little bit early. Closer, excuse me, at half HP at the back of the pit. Now caught out, he has to get out with a Vault Breaker.
The only thing I'm not a fan of here for Upset is his build. I really think going in towards like the Static Shiv build and Gwynsu's Rage Blade, opting more in towards the AP heavy build was kind of needed with a lot of the AD, but also just being able to contest waves. But now KC on the back foot.
I mean, Targamas, he's a target here now, but Alvaro changes onto Vladdy. The Zerial comes through, but Vladdy's fine. They re-engage. The Pop Blossom will find the mark, though. Mirwin's done a lot. He tries to auto-attack on the back end, but KC have the come up. There's a double kill already there. And just as we're saying it, the team fighting 80 carries are popping off. Closer's looking for the chase. Vladdy gets the reset. Elyoya's up next, and KC's reliability is soaring with their stonks.
Yeah, a teamfight win in the mid lane. A bit of an overextension from MDK. It's going to convert into a Nash start as well. They do so much damage to the Nash, and this is exactly what they needed because they were on a timer. They had Hextech Soul denied, their full AD essentially, and those armor items are coming through, but now they managed to kill Nash, and this is how they accelerate.
And the fact that you're going to be able to rinse this with double AD carry, double Kraken, it does not survive very long. Perfect timing for Ace, or for KC.
That now starts occurring. It's grown a little bit. Upset as well, 1.3k gold lead, and I'm looking through Vladdy as well, who's starting to rear his head. Now with Baron, KC
Gets out though, he's been playing the side lane extremely well, and that's maybe an avenue they can take to come back.
Closer coming back out. They really want to get Mirren, but I think the fact that Upset has now gotten to 4-0 is changing the dynamic of this game quite a bit. Upset now can get push on mid and open up Targamas, as you saw there, to lean into the bottom side to help out, but get the hook.
Targa, he hooks in the clone. Remember, that's easy for me when he autos off the back end and he stacked up the Gwynsu's Rage Blade, gets the Bork activation, but walks out.
on the wave, but MDK, there's a lot of members there. Targamas gets a ward, does realize he needs to back away as the rest of KC come for reinforcements, but this is where it becomes so crucial. This mid wave gives you so much control over the map and trying to help Merwin get push on this bottom side. So the fight begins, Targamas with the hook.
And again, his stretch lines haven't been bad. The depth charge as well. Super gets over the wall, so at least he's away from that engage. Pop Blossom is there, it's a one-man, but onto Kana, they're trying to play front to back. The Zerial's there as well, but finding the back line, that's Kana, or rather Closer, who gets the ulti to lock on down. The upset ulti as well, flies on in. Their aggression impact today, and KC cleaning up. Mad are dumbfounded, they've just been wiped again.
They're overextending into these positions where they're not.
We're talking about MDK success through lanes, but KC with a couple of these picks catching Mad by surprise, but also some Mad slip-ups. It's costing them the map now with bot in a turret, getting taken down as well. we were concerned about the damage spread priority as well. They'll run this down, and MDK moving in. They'll have to defend, but there goes KC, channeling their energy now to the left side of this map and looking for Baron Vision to clear, while MDK continue playing on the back foot here with more and more control being given over. Remember as well, Dagger talked about that IE. We've got a 3 out on Tristana. Targamas knows it. He dredge lines in. Good ulti though. Closer steps on up. He's getting burst down, but Upset into the backline, flashes away from the Magnet Storm. Great spacing here as KC now look for the right side of the fight and onto Frescowy. He gets destroyed. Even the hook from Targamas hitting through the wall is big as Kana gets revenge. He's Pop Blossom though and kited back, but still KC are on the up and up, the up and out, the up and done for game number 1 as Upset has become godlike and KC have become done with Mad Lions.
Upset's aggressiveness in that fight made it impossible for MDK to get their footing. He dives onto Mirwin, but no way. Are they just going to look for the end?
They're going to try at the very least. Look at the death timers on 3 members of Mad Lions Koi. He has been called Koi, in fact, Upset. He's been called a KDA player, but in this game...
Super gets drawn up to try and deal with him. And Yoya, which then opens up closer to dive onto Frescowy. Upset, playing the hyper-aggressive, won the fight. Now can he do it again?
Is this the Hail Mary? It feels like it is, right? I mean, onto the Baron, drawing in KC. Closer, though, finds an old target on Frescowy, but no one's nearby until Upset flies on in. Frescowy is outnumbered, outmatched, and outdone. MDK now with 4 members in front of the Baron. The debuff is there, and KC getting hit hard though by Super is the try, but even Death can't find a kill there. In the end, Upset flies through, and Bloody starts hopping on like it's Mario Brothers again. And it looks like Mad are just out of gas in this first game.
I love watching this version of KC.
Agreed.
The fact that they have grown over the course of playoffs, over the course, he's gone. This has been such a joy to watch. KC, strong early games, commanding into the mid game, and their team fighting has been extraordinary playing around Upset.
Yeah, absolutely. The team fighting is exactly what I'm looking at as well for this roster of the KC. The early game was a little bit quiet, but the second that MDK misplay in that mid lane dive, they capitalize and they just keep running away with the game.
I mean, it's a journey to this point, right? We talked a lot about, you know, their start in winter when they debuted in the league, in spring as well. There are a lot of throws, there are a lot of inconsistent games, but this has been the split of rejuvenation, the split of growth for KC. They've tried a new roster as well with Closer and Kana. I mean, this was a big gamble when Kana had rough times over on T1, and we remember, you know, Closer in the LCS as well.
That this AP build is going to start doing wonders now that it's got to the 3rd and early 4th item.
And with Baron as well, they're just shredding these turrets. There's nothing that split pushing Nico top can do, right? Mirwin has tried. He's tried to put pressure on the other side of the map, and there's a wave coming in, but KC have now broken the base in 2 different places. The gold leaders now moved to 8K. There's a soul there, there's a re-engage here. Targamas with some great hooks this game, and Closer just dives in so that Upset's delight can continue. He rolls, he flies, and Upset will continue to glide. These 80 carries thrive, and KC will not accept their time to die.
Upset says stop and watch as he outplays MDK beautifully in the base. The Nexus turrets are falling.
Oh my
Super
God.
Mako with them. But KC, a glorious game 1 to start.
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
Still trying to set up for some of these early ganks, but Closer's always there. That's one thing you can say about this jungler is Yoya is moving into position and Alvaro is thinking about engage. There's a Shattering Strike, the crash down as well. The Seer locks him down, the fate sealed. Will he ever get to move? The answer, no.
Kana was already pathing there through mid as well. He wanted to potentially join the fight, but the engage from MDK is there. They immediately pick off Closer right before the grub fight, and now you can imagine.
Great for Mirwin.
And it feels like a masterclass from Elyoya in terms of the jungle right now. All 6 grubs, no dragons lost, and you've mitigated all the gank windows topside as gank comes in from
Damage
Closer.
there, Hextech ultimatum, but look at who's here.
Oh,
MDK here to bail him out. Mirwin buys time, flashes down towards his team. Now he's dead, but what can they get in return? Elyoya, the carry, has to flash away, and Kana is sitting on his head. Alvaro, no engage, and MDK are doing it again, getting caught on out as Mirwin dropped first. Then it was their jungler, Alvaro next. The kills over to Kana, and KC are being gift-wrapped delight.
And just as I say, the MDK
will be able to. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit difficult for MDK, because one of the big points was, hey, if you're in a lead, it's great because you can try and take fights on your fancy, but when you look at where MDK are at now, it's more difficult when Targamas can engage and the follow-up's there.
And it's here again onto Alvaro. Caught on out, his Magnet Storm's in, but Vladdy picks up the kill. I mean, after Dragon, it just keeps topping up, and KC...
Mirwin down off of this push into a potential mid-tower take, or just try and look for a dive on towards Khan as he gets in towards top. But 2 members of MDK here, this is risky.
TP's there, it's going to be a 4 versus 2. The ult locks down Frescowi. The wall is out again, and Vladdy already picks up one. Alvaro can't even move himself. No ulti for him. Casey executed clean dive, and Alvaro is getting bullied in this game too.
I'm sorry, Casey, I wasn't aware of your game.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that your dive was going to be that clean. They still will lose 2 towers though, so in the grand scheme of things, I'd say a win for MDK.
Yeah, teleport committed for Kana as well. We saw this last game on the Renekton TPing down bot side, maybe when it wasn't the best idea because of the cross map, but MDK come out
Catches Vladdy as he tries to escape away, and then there's the lock-up continual CC makes it possible. Alvaro is just trying to waddle his way away, but in the picture-in-picture, you can see the fight's about to kick off.
Live is the chase down of KC's, and in their own jungle, I mean, they're still looking to press forward. Elyoya sending out the ulti. It's going to bounce a couple of times, but it only sends KC away. Maybe to open up bottom turret, it's a long con.
Yeah, it just forces them away enough. The Mirren should be able to get that. Frescowi just going to continue to push them back. Vladdy is pushing on this top side to try and trade, but again, those 6 Void Grubs going to make a massive difference in how quickly MDK can deal with these structures.
Absolutely. The tower damages. The side lanes are going to be a bit volatile.
Well, it's another good point, which the Mortal Blade actually affects turrets as well, the extra magic damage that comes through. And so Yone makes him another good split pusher as MDK look at enemy jungle. Alvaro flash shattering strikers. I can speak properly if Vladdy could move, but once again the CC chains in this game mean that everyone just stands still.
And again, try and get the vision, and now
Targamas. Will they catch him?
Oh, the rats. The engage is there. Double engage down. Targa is burning down as well and eventually drops. That was sneaky from MDK. You don't expect the double whammy.
Moving in. Maybe he felt like he had safety because he had the sweeper activated, but heads up. Great play between the towers from MDK, and that's going to convert into another tier 2. I want to look up top side on that tier 2 as well.
Vision that they still have in that top side, as you see the going to push in that top wave.
Second dragon going to go over to KC. I really need to see them. I want Closer and Kana to work together as a duo. Throw Upset in there as well with that ultimate.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to have to play mitigation on this tower.
Especially since they have Vladdy pushing on the side. It feels like Vladdy would be far more vulnerable here.
Well, Kana, good buffer. That E against the wall gets him out. And now he turns with the Hextech ultimate. And the charge on Alvaro's great. The dive in even better. Super now joins on in as a gold card follows through, but onto the back end, Kana is burning down. He's ticking, but the pot healing him up. Not enough in the end from the Blaze.
Yeah, you could see what Mirwin's plan is there. He's looking for picks. He's playing from bot into mid. Look at the TP.
Okay, this is a breaker in. Upset finds the pick, and Elyoya is dead. Wow. What setup from KC's to jump down onto Super's buff, but he can't get out. He tried to heal with the wall, but Kana's dead. No. KC again. They're loving the dive.
Because he can't get away.
It's the imports this series that are doing work as well. We highlight Upset, but man, Kana and Closer coming up clutch as well.
In its time, it feels like that's where KC can start to pick up another Mountain Dragon, potential for a Mountain Soul for themselves as well.
Yeah, no TP available for Kana.
Kana hits the Targamas, but he gets to safety. Again, KC finding another avenue, and while that's going on, they just hit mid down. Upset tanks it up, and 3 turrets from this Baron is big as, wait, for the time being, Kana looks for a flanking angle. He's hit out with the Hextech automated buff. The Super gets the ulti. There's the Magnet Storm. Alvaro buys some time, but Super is in the middle of it all. About to drop the Closer. Easy as that, as Targa and Upset have found Elyoya split up. And that's exactly what it is. As Mad find Vladdy in the back end of the fight. Closer disengages. Upset, Targamas are out of there. There's the gold card you were waiting for, but Closer has to flash out in the end. Mad will get the Dragon start here. Luckily so, it's a 1-for-1 for them.
Kana gets collapsed on, so he kind of has to blow everything early alongside Closer trying to get in position to save him, so it ends up being Vladdy done.
So nice denial there from MDK. Tier 2 turret is the goal.
And again, MDK back to where they started, aren't they? This tier 2's been the goal for a long time. Mirwin doesn't have that much damage. He gets the extended range, but Closer finds him out. The pick off, MDK stepping too far forward, you'd think, but Mirwin gets on out spaces. But in the meantime, Upset loves to fly. This guy has grown some wings in this series, while Frescowi comes in late, but finds Kana. That's one, but he still dies in the end. Mad, it's over tunneling sometimes. That's really kicking them in the ass.
The French are just not giving them any way into it.
Destiny going to be used on the back of the pit. This Baron's going down fastest here. Damage means a lot as Alvaro wants to get the engage into the pit. Smite is enough. Closer gets it and secures as Bloody flies and glides with his Emperor's Divide. Alvaro is back on the bad line as Mirwin runs to the front, and KC, they are playing their comp well again with a TP to mid to try and break that base.
A series of errors from that top fight into a Baron start, and now a turn coming in from Vladdy, the player we have all hyped up recently in recent weeks. He's been playing so damn well, and now I think they can look for the end here. Is that 30 seconds left on Elyoya? I think they have time.
Up in 10 seconds. Dagda, what do you reckon?
Looking like Sidelines Koi are going to be taken to the main stage here. KC, they want to end this here.
Keeping their dreams alive. It's a miracle run needed as Mirwin gets uppercut by Kana, who's had a field day of this game. KC came to play, and when they need top 3 to get into season finals, KC will not take mad crap any longer today. The miracle.
These were the best highlights from today's LEC matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.